Welcome back, everybody, for episode 1 of Edwin's newest series, Pack and Point, where I go over some quick, simple points and open up a booster pack. And I got a bunch of booster packs down here right in front of me. I got some old school packs, got revised, and Fallen Empires, Legends, here's Dark. But I've also got some like slightly newer stuff. There's Urza's Destiny and Alliances and Lorwyn and some Urza's Legacy and some Renaissance packs, all kinds of stuff. So what are we going to do first? I don't know. You got to wait until the end of the video to actually see. But as for the point I want to talk about today, another famous YouTuber, Tara Sophia, who does Magical Tabletop Girls and actually does a great job with the channel. She's got a lot of really good, interesting feedback and a lot of good points. And I definitely enjoy watching that channel and I learn a lot from the points that she's talking about. Well, she had a video where she was at first talking about, I'll link it actually right now. The video was at first talking about how there's another lawsuit going on with another guy who's selling cards, but then it quickly shifted over to talking about how 93-94 format is possibly a Ponzi scheme, and it might be a bubble, and it's ran by bad people and stuff like that. And I had some comments on her channel, and I don't agree with the viewpoint, and it's actually not so much her point, because if you guys want to see what I said in the discussion that we had, just go to that link I just put and look for my comment, and you'll see kind of the discussion that we were basically having. But what I wanted to talk about right now is I wanted to talk about how important it is that people are able to have those kinds of discussions and that she's able to make those kinds of points. I think it's really important, right? Even though I don't agree with Tara's viewpoint on whether or not the 93-94 old school format is a Ponzi scheme or in a bubble. I definitely don't think it's a Ponzi scheme, and I think that's pretty provable. Whether or not it's in a bubble, that one's a debate, right? Then I don't personally think it is, and I've listed reasons in other videos why I don't think it is. But it's really important that we have people that can give opposing views and have good discussions, because I'll tell you, I don't think there's good leadership these days for the people who are in front of the cameras in society that are actually out showing how reasonable, rational people actually discuss things and treat each other with respect as they're actually doing it. I mean, most of the news and things that I watch these days that, by the way, I turn off and I don't even watch them very much anymore. And it's because that they don't really know how to talk to each other. They get on TV, they make these insulting, snarky, biting remarks at each other. They don't really listen to each other. And when one of them makes a good point, the other one doesn't acknowledge it. I just think it's a terrible thing to do. And the truth of the matter is that I've definitely learned things from watching Tara's channel, Magical Tabletop Girls. She's got good insight and good viewpoints, and not everything do I agree with, and that's perfectly fine. But it's very important that those kinds of things exist. So, Tara, keep doing what you're doing. Absolutely, right? The discussion is very healthy. And, there's always the chance, and this is what people don't say, what if I'm wrong, right? What if my opinion is the one it's basically off? When you enter into a discussion, you always have to be willing to come into the discussion with that kind of opinion, or you're not going to learn anything, right? If I happen to be wrong in my opinion about Ponzi scheme and bubbles, stuff like that, well, it would be very good that she actually brought up these points, and that her caution helped people avoid getting into an investment that ended up costing them a lot of money. On the flip side, if I end up being right about the fact that they're not, well, at the very least, it was good that she brought up a cautionary point and got people to think about it and look at the subject. And it's good sometimes to be double-checked when you actually think you believe in something. I mean, whether it's a religion thing or politics or whatever. You guys might notice, by the way, I don't get into those topics very often. I intentionally avoid them because I want my channel to be based on fun things. The only reason I'm touching it at all right now is because I wanted this to be a positive message showing this is how I think people should disagree with each other. Show each other respect, right? Listen to the viewpoint, right? And really rationalize it out. And if they make a good point, acknowledge it, right? So anyways, that's the point. Now let's actually get to the pack. So what do you guys think we're going to choose? I think I already know. I want to choose the Renaissance because I want to see what's inside this little bad boy. Maybe one of the next times I'll pick one of the ones that's like straight up just like old school, like, you know, Legends or Revised. Maybe get a dual land, something like that. But let's start with this guy. So let's see. Maybe I'll change the camera angle next time, but right now I'm just going to go like this. Just open this bad boy right here on camera. That's what it is. That's the Renaissance. If you guys want to... I can't read that language. Can you guys read that? I definitely cannot. So, okay. Here we go. Let's open this sucker up. I need blue gloves, huh, right? OB, I need some blue gloves. Okay. Okay, it is indeed a foreign black border. That's what I was hoping it was. I think this is a Chronicles version. Okay, so we got a wizard here. And we got the fortress. Oh, clay statue. I actually used to play clay statues an awful lot of times in other decks in the past. And this one is this Piety, I think. I can't remember for sure. If I'm wrong, I'm sure the comments are going to tear me up. And this one is the Leeches, the First Strike, 2/2s. Marsh Gas, I think, if I remember right. This is the Vipers that have the poison counters. 1/2 for 4 mana. I think they give 2 poison counters. And I think, if I remember, that's Yoshin Soldier. And that's it. So that must be probably what my rare is. I didn't even know. So there we go. There's the first pack for Pack and Point. So you guys tune back in to the next Pack and Point. They're going to be short, quick videos. And before I go... Oh, yeah, sorry. I put a couple of them down already, so that's all the cards. So before I go, I'm going to give a little shout out to Exotic MTG. You guys, here's a link for his channel. I want you to head over to his channel because we're doing a little bit of a collaboration. I donated some cards to him. And when you tune in to his channel, you'll figure out what those cards are, and he's going to do a giveaway for it. And I don't even know how he's actually going to set up the giveaway, but he's a really cool guy, and I like his content. I got to meet him at GP Orlando when he was opening up that Unlimited starter deck. So, yeah, go check it out. So, bye, everybody.